Hey everyone, me Kevin here. So obviously the market is rallying substantially today. Why is the market rallying? Is this a bull trap, and do we think this will continue? Well, I have a suspicion. I'm going to talk about it right now. But first, I'm going to mention that Jack's birthday is August 31st, which is also the day that the Jack's birthday coupon code for the amazing programs on building your wealth link down below expires. Check it out, link below. Okay, folks, so here's the thing. I believe because we've got Jerome Powell and a massive event coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with Jerome Powell speaking virtually on Friday at the Jackson Hole Symposium about the state of the economy, I believe that last week the market priced in the worst potential scenario. The market has a lot of money. And we can see this by looking up the Treasury reverse repos. So all you have to do is type in Treasury reverse repos St. Louis Fred into Google. I will show you this. And you could get to this first link here, overnight reverse repurchase agreements. And you'll see over here, this number has literally skyrocketed. We are now sitting at a record high, an all-time high. We've never been this high in the repo market, reverse repo market, of $1.1 trillion, 1.135 to be more exact. And what's incredible here is this is a sign of banks and institutions having massive amounts of money. The market last week saying, well, we've got uncertainties about supply chain shortages. You know, what about inflation uncertainties? What about Afghanistan uncertainties? What about taper uncertainties? But all of those fears seem to likely have been priced in last week, which is weird because the market still didn't fall a full 5% in the S&P 500, which means we're still in this insane rally, and we have not had a 5% correction in the S&P 500 since September of last year. Potentially why? Because literally, anytime the market starts pricing in these uncertainties, people come and start buying the dip. After all, I sell a shirt. You probably see the shirts down below or somewhere if you scroll over, the buy the dip shirt. People are literally buying the dip. Institutions are buying the dip because literally, Tina, there is no alternative. Like, what else are you supposed to invest in right now? It's kind of kooky. It's kind of crazy. Now, personally, I've been a big fan of RCC, but I did make a purchase this morning. I'm not ready to say exactly which stock yet. I did send a message out to everybody in the Stocks and Psychology Money Group, but I put $300,000 into a stock that's got some signals coming up that look really juicy. Everything's aligning perfectly for it. Once I'm finished buying, I'll probably make a larger video on it, just going more into detail when I have time. But anyway, what I think is, last week, market prices in. Okay, whatever. We got supply chain issues. We got chip shortages. We got these issues. Well, what are companies like Walmart doing? They're hiring their own container ships. They're literally sponsoring or chartering their own ships to bring their chips over, or not just chips, but all their supplies over. So they don't necessarily have to deal with all of the congestion with cargo ships or the insane rates that containers are now charging or able to charge, which is insane. Some people are paying $15,000 to $20,000 for a container. Usually containers are $2,000 to $3,000, sometimes as low as $1,500. It's crazy. So a lot of bad news baked in last week, especially after the really hawkish Federal Reserve minutes came out, where the Fed's like, yep, we've had substantial further progress, time to taper. The problem is, now we got Delta. And I think the market's like, wait a minute. Delta means there's a good chance Jerome Powell saying, we've got an uneven recovery. We still haven't gotten everybody the jobs back who want to participate in the economic recovery. Keep in mind that blacks and Hispanics are disproportionately affected by job losses in the services industry. And Jerome Powell is a big fan of making sure that everybody has the opportunity to participate in a market recovery. And one way they can assure this is making sure they maintain easy money policy for longer, especially if inflation starts inflecting down. Today, we had ISM services numbers come out. A big miss in service spending. And last month, earlier this month, when we had CPI data come out, we didn't actually see CPI data for things like rents or services come in as high as we thought. We thought we'd have a lot more inflation. So we actually might be on this path of really seeing inflation inflect downwards. We'll know more based on not only what Jerome Powell says this week, when we start getting data at the beginning of September. And we might be potentially heading into this market where, folks, what happens if institutions and banks actually turn on the leverage? What happens when they actually take all the cash they're holding on and they're like, screw it, get in the rally? Could be that insane euphoric rally. So I did buy $300,000 worth of stocks today. My stock that I bought was up about 2%. Yeah, it's up a little bit more right now, but I'm tempted to buy some more. We'll see what happens. I'm watching the market very closely. I will keep you updated. We'll do our market closing live stream soon. Check out the programs down below if you want a sneak peek in terms of which stock this is. And I even did a 6.5-minute intro this morning on our course member live stream breaking down exactly why I feel the way I do. All right, folks, more details coming soon. Thank you so much for watching this. It's a crazy market, but could the rally be here to stay? It could be. Also, worth noting that the rally is obviously extending to crypto as well. Crypto has been doing very well, especially something that we've been buying pretty decently, 88 Cardano. Wish I got more, but we did see a little bit of a pause start within the last couple hours here in the cryptocurrency market. So this could potentially just be another buy the dip opportunity, especially if we end up falling down to something like the 200-day moving average would be somewhere around 48,574. We could potentially fall down to 47,000 depending on if this downward trajectory continues. But right now we did break up to a high on crypto of 50,527, sitting right now at about 49,005. So we'll see what happens, but definitely got eyes on BTC, ETH, and ADA Cardano, which is almost $3. Crazy. We were buying it for $1. Crazy market. Thanks so much, folks. Appreciate you watching. Check out the programs down below, and we'll see you in the next one.